Welcome, 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 everyone. This is Tracy Una Wagner with Versatile Inspirations and the Lightworkers and Earth Angels Academy and Study Hall. And this is the weekly foresight, the weekly energy foresight for the first week in June. Oh my gosh, it is June. So this will be for June 1st through the 6th. And today we are going to be discussing what this week's energy is all about. And the card that came through was the Death card. So even though death looks very scary and very intimidating, what this card really talks about is our ability to accept our transformation, our ability to accept those things that need to just die away, those things that need to just be released and let go so that we can start accepting our truth, start accepting our highest and best good. And I know we've been in quarantine. I know we've had stay-at-home orders. I know that we have been kind of working in this transformation process, but Rome wasn't built in a day, and we are needing to really look into how we're feeling about our transformation. Are you allowing your transformation to happen? Are you allowing things to be let go and released? It's interesting because we have this ability, we have the sight of what our world was changing into, what it was looking like. People were amazed at how clean the air looked, how clean the water seems to be, how the animals are thriving, nature's thriving, our world is thriving. And then we seem to go into this chaos. And what that chaos really feels like is the ability for us to accept or deny our truth, accept or deny the changes that have been occurring. Are we allowing those things that are inside of us that are no longer serving us to be released and let go? I really feel that the death card is coming to let us know that it's time to make a decision. It's time for us to stand in. Are we going to accept the new world, or do we want to go back to the old? Because I keep hearing from a lot of people, I can't wait to get back to normal. Really? Are you really wanting to get back to normal? Do you really want to accept those things that were out there that you didn't maybe feel were necessary anymore, or that you felt like there was just injustice, or you felt like there was just too much chaos, too much negativity? And are you ready to accept the new world that was coming to us? And it's so interesting that this is happening at a time when we were seeing such great progress. We were seeing the opening up. We were seeing how people were moving into and accepting this new world. But then people started talking about, oh, but we want to go back to normal. We want to go back to how it used to be. And I'm sorry to tell most people that I'm sorry, but I don't think that transformation comes from doing the past, doing what we were doing. Transformation comes from releasing the old and welcoming in the new. And this is what's happening to us on a global level. This is what's happening to us on a smaller level, like within our nation, within our state, or within our communities. And it's also happening within ourselves. And with that, we can accept the transformation. Try accepting the transformation on the small scale for yourself. And when you do that, it ripples out. It's all energy, and it allows for your community, your neighbors, your family, your friends, and then it just keeps rippling out. The more people allow that to happen, it just keeps rippling out and rippling out. And then before you know it, your new world is accepted. The new normal The new way of doing things is accepted, and we just go about our business of what our truth is, what we're supposed to be bringing into this new world, what we're wanting to see in our new world. So the card that came through for midweek, which is, let me see, I think it is the 1st through the 3rd. So that is Monday through Wednesday. And that is perception. How are you perceiving this transformation? How are you seeing the forest through the trees? How are you seeing the light at the end of the tunnel? Are you trusting the journey? What is your perception? Do we need to change our perception? A lot of times we do, especially if we want to go back to normal. We want to go back to the way it was. That is a change in our perception that we need to make for ourselves. If you are completely happy and satisfied, which I'm pretty sure not very many people were with what was going on before, then you don't need to change your perception. But if you're wanting to see this new world into its beautiful existence, then we need to change our perception on how we see that transformation. Even if it's on just a small level of ourself, we can also envision what we would like to see on a worldly or bigger version of that transformation. And when we can see that crystal clearly, we can bring that into existence. That's how the law of attraction works. That's how manifestation works. So at the end week, that is the 3rd through the 6th, so Wednesday through Saturday, we have the dog. To me, this card really speaks to the fact that we're trying to serve too many masters. We're trying to serve too many people when we're actually only meant to serve ourselves. We're meant to serve ourselves. And when we do that on a more higher level, then we're actually benefiting the masses. We're benefiting the world. We're here in physical form to do our thing, but our thing allows for a journey that touches other people, touches the world in different ways. It's also about being sincere with ourselves, being loyal to ourselves, and allowing for the loyalty, the sincerity, and the truth of what we're trying to transform in ourselves or transform on a global level, and allow that to come into fruition. This week is going to feel probably a little like things are getting kicked up, but it's just so that we can focus in on the transformation and what transformation are we looking for. And even though that looks like a scary card, look at that white rose. That white rose is all about the newness, all about the purity of what can come from letting things go, because we can see the purity and what we're trying to make manifest in ourselves, in the world, and we can move forward into that. You also have the horse on there. And to me, that's all about allowing things to move. It's an action card. It is about moving through things, moving through what it is that feels like is no longer serving us. And don't continue to add on that baggage. Release it, let it go, and let it go back to the light and let it be transmuted so that it can just, just go back, just not be part of your space, and let it go so that you can welcome in all this sparkling newness that I know is coming for us. I know it is. We were seeing it. Now we just need to acknowledge it. Now we need to be firm in our foundations by releasing those unstable foundations, those unstable platforms that were kind of rocking the boat. Now we need to focus in on the truth of the situation, the purity of the situation. See and trust the journey that lies ahead. Know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and you're headed in that way. You're headed there. And you're probably going to see that journey kind of come to that light by about midweek. And then it's all about trusting yourself and allowing yourself to serve your highest and best good, because that's going to usher in the rest of that transformation. All right, big week. You take care. Have a wonderful week. I know it's big, but we can actually just know that there is that light at the end of the tunnel. As always, I'm sending you and yours love, light, and eternal blessings. Take care.